Hi you guys, this video is about Miss Afia Amari Rise. Her real name is Lacey LeBeau. She claims to be a writer, poet, motivational speaker, and model. I first just want to warn people to be careful who they take advice from, because these people are not who, they portray themselves to be. Okay, and this is her her quote unquote husband. Only he's not really her husband because he's already married. So Miss Afia is a whole side chick, a whole concubine in these streets.
Kings marry queens. They play with concubines. They sleep with concubines. And you need to understand the way you're operating. Are you operating like a queen that a man can see that he's going to build with you? Or are you operating like a concubine who's just sitting around and saying, I need to be rescued?
In this same live stream, she reveals that she was the first poly wife, okay? Even though, and I've heard her say that before, and I didn't know what she was talking about. I said, why do she say that she's the wife? Because in her mind, right, she introduced the poly marriage, the poly relationship to Jamie. Okay, so that's why she puts herself as the first wife. She's the first poly wife.
If you were a man right now today and you can marry your perfect woman, but you knew that you could automatically keep 9 side chicks specifically for you. Like, I'm talking about this one chick might have a stupid big booty. This other chick might have some dumb big titties. This other chick might have both. You'll have a different ice cream flavor for every event.
Lacey she claims that she's the first poly wife. If you listen to the video, she says that. I'm the first poly wife. Like, I introduced the lifestyle to Kevin, which in turn introduced it to Jamie.
Are you legally married to him? Is she legally married to him? My sister wife is legally married to him. I have a contract with him.
So even though him and Jamie have been married over 20-something years legally, she feels that she is the first poly wife. She says they were separated for 5 years. When I met him and I was dating him, they were separated for 5 years. So she puts herself in a position as his first wife.
You women can't tell the difference because you're so in your emotions and not in the reality of the situation that you think that because you disapprove of my presence that you get to bring your animosity towards me, and you cannot. I represent being a part of my union. I don't represent the other woman. I don't represent a concubine.
I'm going to actually do a video on concubines. And I'm going to show y'all just how low-class concubines are.
I just learned that concubine means a girl or woman that lives with a man but has a lower status than him, lower than his wife. Pause to read if you'd like, but he said to her, "Get up, let's go," after was done to her. And then, when he reached home, he took a knife and cut up his concubine limb by limb into 12 parts and sent them into all areas of Israel.
Do you know a synonymous name to a concubine is a prostitute or a whore?
Did you know that there's a big difference between wives and concubines? And I'm going to get a little deeper, so bear with me. We all know that a concubine is nothing more than a woman that wants to be your wife, but she can't be your wife, but she does all the wifely shit.
You are less than the wife. You are lower level than the wife. And a synonymous name to a concubine is a prostitute or a whore.
Miss Afia is a whole side chick, a whole concubine in these streets, but she's out here giving people relationship advice.
I don't represent a side piece, a side chick, whatever you want to call to be disrespectful. I don't represent that. I have never been hidden, a hidden part of his life, period. So understand that you talking to me that way, you not wanting to respect my presence is only an indicator of your insecurity and your discomfort and your inability to accept a reality.
This mindset shouldn't surprise me coming from a woman who is as delusional as she is. I mean, she is sharing a man for Christ's sake. And listen, she doesn't strike me as the type of woman that wants to be poly, but she's settling because she wants to be with a married man. Now, I believe a lot of women that listen to her lives and agrees with everything that she says wants to be in relationship with a black man, and they're willing to adopt her delusional mentality in order to do so. Now listen, y'all, Kevin did say that he was a shaman. A shaman is a priest or priestess who uses magic for the purpose of curing the sick, divining the hidden, and controlling events. Now listen, Lacey do act like she be under some type of hypnosis, especially when she be in her lives. She could be in the middle of saying something and all of a sudden her mind just goes blank and she be looking like she don't know who she is or where she at.
One moment, you guys. Bye, Tierra.
Lacey, you remember when this message came through while you were on live? It hurt, didn't it? It's still talking about you like this.
If he's a mechanic, he's going to show you how to change a tire. He's going to show you how to check your own oil. He's going to show you what the indicators on your dashboard mean. Okay? And that's cool because that's his expertise. But if she comes to you, if she comes to you,
Jamie, because she a real one, a real one, a real one,
and ask you for information, how do you do this? How do you do that? And then I just lost my train of thought, y'all. I was trying to hang on to it, but it's a wrap. Like,
and let's talk about Lacey. Yeah, I don't know nothing, right? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
I just need a second. If y'all have any questions, you're more than welcome. I need to, I don't know. I'm a little flustered, so bear with me.
Miss Afia is a whole side chick, a whole concubine in these streets, but she's out here giving people relationship advice.
I just need a second to get myself back on an even keel.
Then you leave Jamie and didn't want to be with her, but all of a sudden, now you want her because now Lacey is involved and now Jamie is okay. Now Jamie is okay with being with you now because you have Lacey. And I give nothing but respect to Jamie because she a real one. A real one. A real one. A real one.
Well,
talk about it. Because didn't Lacey leave you because she didn't want to be polygamy? Didn't she leave you and you was crying and you was sad and upset instead of being worried about the wife you already have?
Miss Afia is a whole side chick, a whole concubine in these streets, but she's out here giving people relationship advice.
Didn't Lacey leave you because she didn't want to be polygamy? Didn't she leave you and you was crying and you was sad and upset instead of being worried about the wife you already have? Didn't you leave Jamie and didn't want to be with her, but all of a sudden, now you want her because now Lacey is involved and now Jamie is okay. Now Jamie is okay with being with you now because you have Lacey. So now Lacey is back, but Lacey ain't really happy. Lacey don't want to be with you. She wants to be the only one, and you over there trying to figure out how you can make her stay, because she don't want to do polygamy no more.
I'm just gonna let you guys know I'm going to be honest with you guys.
How does it make you feel knowing that this isn't what you dreamed of? Knowing that your family isn't okay with this, and knowing that you're really not happy. You're being played.
Annoys me, frustrates me, irritates me, makes me angry is not even the description sometimes. Like,
you trying to go ahead and talk about me every day, but your household ain't even together, baby. Your household ain't even together. Your household ain't even together at all. Girl don't even want to be sharing with you. But you want to put on social media that, oh, we cool with Sharon. Oh, we good. Shut up. Lying. 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 And if you scroll down both of these people pages, you will see this the most engagement they got, honey. Every day he talking about me. Damn, he obsessed with me at this point. At this point, you obsessed with me, honey. At this point, you trying to make all the coins you can make off talking about me.
I just need a second. I'm a little flustered, so bear with me. I just need a second to get myself back on an even keel.
But at the end of the day, what's real is real, and what's told to me is what's told to me. And I wouldn't know none of this if Robert wasn't running off at the mouth to me about our relationship.
Anyway, child, Kevin and Lacey, or Afia, whatever you want to call her, are some internet hustlers. They are selling y'all an image that they stole from other people. Okay, so this is the rest of Lacey's posts. You know her posts be long as hell, going on and on about nothing. But here we go. Even our broken kings deserve unwavering devotion, because it is only him that truly understands where I come from and what the world looks like from my eyes. Respectfully, if you don't agree, you don't deserve him. Regardless of his disposition, he can always be reborn within the love of his woman. She says, even our broken kings deserve unwavering devotion. Now, see, this is crazy. Now she's encouraging women to date broken men, when we all know that a broken man ain't gonna do nothing but break you. And see, this is another thing that bothers me. We never say this to men. You know why? Because you know they're not going for it. You will never ask a man to give his unwavering devotion to a broken woman. And another reason you wouldn't ask that of them is because you know them dusties will get in that comment section and cut up. You would be everything but a child of God. They would immediately get real disrespectful. And here is some more of her posts. Like I said, it just goes on and on. A woman without faith, trust, and honor will never see a king before she will destroy him. Only a woman living in her righteousness can see a king through these scars, rehabilitate his heart, and call him by his true name. A woman living in her true I am will always go beyond the surface, because she understands the surface is merely a representation of the environment. In order to find him, you must burrow down to his soul and recover him. Amen. She talking like women have to do all of this work for these men in order for them to be stable, productive people. It is absolutely ridiculous. And this is why most black men never really grow up in into their full potential. That's why they really can't compete with other men, because black women don't let them be men. She also says to rehabilitate his heart and call him by his true name. First of all, black women are not rehabilitation centers for broken men. And men who have not built a kingdom do not deserve to be called king. And it is black women with this mindset that have these men out here thinking that they deserve everything without doing anything to deserve it. They don't have to provide. They don't have to, build a safe space for a woman. They feel like they deserve to have whatever woman they want simply because they want her. And they get mad and they get an attitude and become bitter when they can't get the woman they want. Y'all remember earlier when I said Kevin said that he was a shaman, and I think he got Lacey under some type of spell? Girl, this him right here, floating in midair. A mess.
Think about that. You waited all your life. You went all your life. Y'all were mad at me because I said side bitch baby mama. Y'all were mad at me about that. If you look in the dictionary, synonymous terms to a concubine is a prostitute or a whore.
That's what it says.
That's what it says. And y'all got mad at me because I said side bitch baby mama.
Okay, now I want to say that this video is for truth seekers. If you are thoroughly entertained by these people, please just click off and go back to their lives and continue to entertain their lives. But I can't stand it when people are lying and portraying themselves to be something they're not. I just don't like for people to be betrayed. But if you really know what's going on and you're still thoroughly entertained, please go back and just continue to listen to the lives and be entertained. Okay? Okay, this is the beautiful Jamie. This is his actual wife. I don't have anything bad to say about her. I do believe that she is authentic. And, I really can't even believe that she is a part of this, but that's her husband and this is the mess he has her in. But like I said, this video isn't about her, and I do believe that she is authentic, and it's just a beautiful spirit.
Satin sheets, heat from your feet, keep me warm. The mood is perfected with the sounds from the storm. You came stronger, I lasted longer than I've ever lasted. Your mouth was fantastic, the fuck test you passed it. The way you made a nigga laugh, I had to get you. And when I saw that ass pass, I had to hit you. You're making me fight against my will. What must I do?
Would you kill for me?
Yeah, if my life in danger too.
Even steal for me?
Yeah, if that shit belongs to you.
Then feel for me.
Yeah, if the way you act is true, who knows? Fine clothes, Lexus doors you'll be closing when you become one of the chosen. Hoes in different places, different faces, different cases. Got me tied like shoelaces.
Kevin and Lacey or Afia being identity thieves. I'm going to show you the people that they have decided to market themselves after. I guess they found these people online and saw that they had a huge following and decided to mimic them or be some version of them. I'm sorry, I said identity thieves. I meant to say image thieves. They stole their image. As you can see right here, this is TKO Capone. This is the man that Kevin decided to become, essentially. This is the one and only TKO Capone. This is the man that Kevin got his swag from. TKO Capone is a well-known street hustler. He did not sell pharmaceuticals, but he did sell the objects that he's in the photo with. I have to keep it clean for YouTube. Y'all are smart people. Y'all can read between the lines. Now, here are some visuals just to give you guys a more clearer understanding of what I mean when I refer to TKO Capone's past. So he went from that to poly. So poly really is just another term for that. Okay, so this is TKO Capone on Instagram, and if you looked at the bottom, you can see that Kevin Wesley is following him. We have 7 mutual followers, and that's on TKO Capone's Instagram, and that's Kevin Wesley. TKO Capone don't follow Kevin Wesley. Kevin Wesley follows TKO Capone.
A lot of people told me for a long time that you used to watch me, and I've seen you a few times in my Instagram stories.
So Kevin really did just took this man's image, copied and pasted. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with being inspired by somebody. Because, you know, if you really think about it, how did this man go from a Bible thumper to poly? Now, the image that Lacey stole is from Queen Afua. She is a health and wellness coach to the stars. Here she is right here with DJ Envy and Charlemagne the God. This is Miss Queen Afua on Instagram, 420,000 followers, holistic wellness expert, best-selling author. I actually have one of her books, Sacred Woman by Queen Afua. And if that name sounds familiar, I bet it does, because, Miss Lacey just recently changed her name from Lacey to Afia. I wonder where she got that idea from. Afia, Afua. Now listen, I know a lot of Kevin and Lacey fans are going to see this. And, I know it's hard to see a different viewpoint once you have bought into something. Now, I'm not saying that Kevin and Lacey are horrible people, but I'm just saying that people are out here selling an image. And y'all just be hanging on people's every word. Like, you got to think for yourself. Y'all got to recognize game. Poly is just the new word for this. And I'm not saying that, they're selling their bodies, but they're selling an image. Period. And you can't, really believe everything they tell you. They, they speak some truth, but then you got to realize the BS when you hear it as well. Y'all stay woke.